They've got a commentator here. I don't know if he's Minnesotan, or Canadian, but he's got a bit of an accent. So if I pick it up, that's why. If you hear me say "get out" and stuff like that, it's because of him. We are out here at the Grand National. This is the third one that I've done, and it's the third one that's existed. I feel like this is going to be the best year yet, just because this is the best handling kart I've definitely had. I've also been on these tire compounds twice now, so this will be the third time. Feeling a little bit more confident. Now, I say that knowing tomorrow I'm going to have no idea what I'm doing out there. So, but for now, it's all optimism. I mean, good Lord. Yeah, there's like 1,000 karts in there.
Almost 300 karts, drivers and their racing teams have descended on Newcastle, Indiana, and the premier go-kart racing venue in America, Newcastle Motorsports Park. These drivers come to compare themselves against each other, to prove they belong, to see where they stand, and see who comes out as the best of the best. The driver that's caught our eye, the talented Ben Stahl, driving the number 26 of Stahl Racing. He's driving in the CIK Heavy class, a competitive class with almost 40 entries. How will he stand up? Is he just a video star? Or is he really one of the lead drivers that belongs to be in this race? We're going to chronicle his path this weekend and see where he comes out.
La Casa de Stahl. Let me get the... Dad. Kitchen, living area, couch, table, and then bunk beds. Me and Maddie's spot, with the bathroom being right there behind my suit. Welcome home. We got 3 days here, something like that, since it's Thursday night, so better get comfortable now. What's going on, guys? Had to step away from the campsite because we have got the world's loudest generator right next door, so like you can't hear anything. But just finished the first practice of the day at the 206 Grand Nationals. Felt really solid. All right, let's see how well you guys can hear that. That right there is the world's largest generator that I was talking about. You probably can't even hear what I'm saying right now, it's so loud. But that is the generator that I was talking about. I just wanted to take this time to say a huge thank you to my father for being out here. It's Friday. He worked from the camper this morning before I was up for a few hours so that he could help me out all day. He hasn't been able to take a nap or anything like that, so he's not running on a whole lot of sleep, and he hasn't been unpleasant or anything like that. Like, he's normally grumpy and stuff. No, he's been very helpful and everything, and right now he's helping me flip tire. I mean, he's doing 90% of the work, I'm doing 10%. But I just want to say thanks, Dad. Appreciate everything you do. It's been a great season, and you know, you've always stepped up when Casey didn't. Still not entirely sure what we're going to do for that 1,000 subscriber count, but that's kind of what we're looking to get to. So if you guys help us get to 1,000, we're going to do something pretty crazy. I floated the idea that Dad gets his nipple pierced. I'd like to see it. Bringing the old cart in here. So practice is officially over for the day. Felt good. I won't lie, I was not the fastest guy out there. Probably not even the top 5, but I think that 6 to 10 group, I felt like I was in with those guys, and it's hard to say because I kind of ran with similar people. Felt like I got plenty of pace. It's fun, right? You're out here with the best of the best, and you're racing against guys that are literally, I don't know if they're paid, but they literally have a free ride, free everything, and you're out here, you know, doing it all on your own. If I want to make a change, it's just like, you know, it's because I've never had this kart freaking scaled before. These guys are throwing on new sets of tires all the time, stuff like that. It's really great to even be in the same realm as a lot of these great drivers. It's a ton of fun. It's a huge challenge, and I love it. So hats off to everybody out here. Day one of the books, it's been a blast. What's left for today is I think I'm gonna make some hot dogs and eat dinner. But Dad and I just put on some new tires, changed oil, did all the maintenance stuff. So tomorrow all I have to do is hop in and go. Tomorrow there will be qualifying and 2 heat races, and then on Sunday will be 1 heat race, and then the final later on in the day. So tomorrow's a pretty important day. I need to qualify well and do well in the heat races.
CKNA Nationals, just before Ben goes qualifying, we've got a chance to get a word or two from the driver. What's going on?
I plan on winning pole. So.
Do you? Take it to the pole?
Yep.
Who you gonna beat to get to the pole?
These guys were faster than me in practice, so those are the ones I'm putting on notice.
Okay. You want me to go tell them personally?
There's not enough time for that. We gotta go.
I don't mind telling them.
I'll just talk to them after the fact and send condolences.
All right.
All right, so qualifying finished, and it went pretty terrible. I was about 7/10 slower than I was earlier in the day, and Dad questioned whenever I was putting a different clutch on. He said, well, why are you doing that? It's not, you know, you're super fast and stuff. And I was like, well, this has been my backup clutch I've been running. I'll just throw on, you know, my better clutch. And I'm hoping that was it, because I don't know what else it could have been. I mean, I was living on the rev limiter earlier in the day, and I barely was touching it at all, and I was geared very high, so hopefully it's the clutch. So 17th is where I ended up qualifying out of upper 30s, and it sucks, but I got plenty of time to make it up.
So Ben, after qualifying, there's been some rumors, some rumblings more than rumors, that maybe you're just a pretty face on YouTube, not really a go-kart driver after the 17. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think at this point they've got every reason to say stuff like that, you know? But the great thing is I've got 3 heat races and a final to prove them wrong, so that's what I'm gonna go and do.
All right, go do it.
All right, guys, so heat race number 1 just finished. A while ago, we're actually on grid for heat race number 2. I just want to fill you guys in what happened in the first heat race. So qualified 17th. I was able to move up. I felt like I was as fast as anybody out there, and after getting held up for a lap or 2, finally got around some people and just started, you know, kept drafting with people to keep moving forward. worked my way up to 12th, thanks to also some people getting off track. So that's where I'll be starting for this one, and hopefully, you know, get up in the top 10. In that 7, 8 area would be, that's my goal right now, and then tomorrow make a move to the front. All right, guys. So we just finished heat race number 2 of 3, but today we're done. The last heat race is going to be tomorrow morning, and then that will be right before the final. I started in 12th, if you recall, after the first one. Was able to move up to 7th. The race is just so freaking short, man. It's only 8 laps, so it's tough because if you like pass somebody, usually there's like a little bit of a gap to the person in front, so it takes a lap or 2 to catch up. So I was very, very lucky and glad to move up 5 spots. I'm sure, I can't recall what happened. I'm sure a little attrition helped out for sure. It's been a ton of fun. I can't wait for tomorrow. 7th is where I'm starting, and I will hopefully be in the top 5. I'd like to get in the top 3. I know I can roam with those guys. It's just I need to dial in my setup. We got some tires to flip, some oil to change, and we're gonna call it a night.
Here comes Ben Stahl after race number 2 today, where he moved up from 12th to 7th. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Ben, you got time for a word? You got time for a word?
Yeah.
So, tell us about the race.
Well, you know, Brayton's Stratton engine performed really well today. He was able to move up from 12th to 7th in that race. Really, if I had just driven a little bit better, I think I could have gone to the front. Had too few laps, only got 8 in that heat race, but tell you what, man, if it weren't for the horsepower that Brayton's Stratton gives, we wouldn't be doing this. In all honesty, thank you guys so much we got a couple hats from a couple reps here, and thank you guys obviously for this great event. You know, we couldn't do it without all the engines you guys do. I know my engine's a few years old myself, and I'm running with the best of them, so the durability of these things is absolutely insane. We just appreciate you guys so much for, you know, the great product you guys do and the support you give to the racers. Well, and the hat.
Today is the big one, the one that matters. We've got practice real quick here in about 15 minutes, and then I've got a heat race, so I'll be starting 7th for that. I need to move forward, and then a final. So the final is comprised of the finishes in your 3 heat races. The first one 12th, second one 7th, last one to be determined, but it's a point system. So right now I'd probably be, you know, 7 through 12, somewhere in that realm, but obviously it depends on how everybody else does as well. But 2 fairly consistent starts. I just need to put together a good one. I'd like to be top 5 so that I can start and maybe, you know, in a reachable realm, because I feel like I'm as fast as anybody out there, and if I have to, I can track someone down, but I just need to be within striking distance. Looks okay right now. Some people are saying it's going to rain, some people are saying not. we'll see. I really hope it doesn't rain because that would be a whole cluster of its own. So day 3, getting ready, about to go out for practice, and well rested for once. So we'll see how it goes. Finley, I've been running well, so if I'm doing bad, I may ask you to leave. Heat 3 is in the books. That's the one I started in 7th, and I finished in 5th, so it was good. Only half of the race was completed. Then there was a red flag thrown. Our buddy Alan, actually, I didn't see what happened. I just saw him inside of the wall in an ambulance over there. But because of that red flag, we had to stop, and since it had been completed over half the race, we called it right there, and I moved up a couple spots. So I ended up 5th. So after looking at the scoring sheet for the final, I'll start 6th. Again, it's cumulative from 1, 2, and 3. So you know, we'll see what we got for the final. The only thing is, it looks like it's gonna be raining here, so if we can dodge that, that would be ideal, because I felt pretty good today, and I don't know, we'll see what we got for later.
All right, so Mother Nature has thrown us a pretty big curveball here. As you can see, it's nice and wet. It's been raining for a while.
We're out here doing a track inspection. We've had one race, and you can see how damp the track is. What do you think? We don't have any sunshine. Low-hanging clouds. Finally, we've got a little bit of a breeze. So, we've got like 2 races between now and Ben. He's not going to race if it's raining. What do you think? You gonna get it dry? Yeah, I don't know either.
Little last second chain cleaning. I don't really know that it's going to do anything, but Ben wanted to do it. It won't hurt anything, I know that much. I've never seen that done. So you guys, a Ben innovation. A Ben ovation. Ooh, I like that. Ben ovation. Ben, I've never seen that done before, the chain cleaning. And I just coined a new phrase. It was a Ben ovation.
Really bad.
I was kind of proud of that one. Ready for this, Benji?
Yeah,
ready to go. Let's shove you out onto the grid. Grid up. Well, we got skipped. Ben did not get interviewed.
Fine with me.
See if I can get you interviewed.
We don't need that.
No, we do. Well, I do. All right, we're hoping Ben gets interviewed here.
No, we're not.
We're doing random interviews.
I'm gonna keep picking on people. Wow. What do we got here? What happened to your suit? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
What happened to your suit, man? Do you know you got a big tear in the
Oh
back?
yeah, I know. My mom tells me every day.
Mom tells me every day. Okay, who are we?
Ben Stahl.
And where are we from, Ben?
Fishers, Indiana.
Fishers, Indiana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not sure if I was told to get off the grid, so I'm going to keep going until somebody scolds me. Okay, Fishers, Indiana, and how come you're starting so far up front? Are you that fast?
I hope so. We'll find out.
Do I know you, Ben? Did you race with CKNA quite a bit?
Just the Grand National.
Just GN2 last year, okay. And you're back for GN3.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a cherry picker. You're kind of coming for you're just here for the door prizes, aren't you?
This is my home
This is
track.
your home track?
Yeah.
So you don't even travel?
No, not at
You're
all.
that fast and you don't even travel? What's wrong with you, man? Are you kidding me?
Must be nice, yeah.
Good on you, man.
All right, guys, so I got some bad news. Just finished the final, and honestly, like, I truthfully don't really feel like doing this right now just because I'm still pretty mad about it. Starting 6th. Was running like 4th or 5th for a few laps, and then just kept moving back. And I'll pause right here to say I had a pretty poor mindset coming into the race too. Like, I was, the first 3 heats I was like, all right, I'm moving forward, like I'm gonna attack and stuff. And this time it was more like, all right, I'm gonna let the race come to me, like I'm just gonna, like, you know, not make any mistakes. And it was just more of a defensive mindset, man. If I had just been more aggressive, maybe it would have been different. It rained a lot, but the track, we were the first group to go out on slicks, and I really thought the track was fine. If you got onto a slick, you know, a little bit of a wet spot, you'd be slick for a turn or two, but really it was fine. By the end of the race, it was a-okay. It's just frustrating because the last thing I want to do, right, is blame anybody other than myself, because obviously I could have done better. I mean, I drove off track, for goodness sake, and that had nothing to do with, you know, I mean, maybe a little handling, but it doesn't matter how the car's handling, I need to keep it on the track. It just seemed like I just didn't have anything for a lot of those guys. I would catch up through corners and stuff, like I could pull in when you get to a straightaway, and I just get dusted. It's not, I don't think it was like a gearing thing, because like I was geared plenty high and I'm on the rev limiter and stuff, but it's like I would be losing them before we hit the rev limiter, and then I'd hit the rev limiter first, they'd hit it later. Like, I was geared higher than them, so I should have better acceleration, but I just didn't. And I don't know if it's an engine or a clutch problem. It kind of felt like what it did in qualifying, which that was a clutch thing, but this is the clutch I've been running. So I truthfully, I don't have a whole lot of answers right now, just kind of some questions as to what went wrong, but definitely frustrating. You know, it's amazing because there were times this weekend I felt like I was the guy to beat. I really did. I was putting down fast lap times and I was keeping up with everybody like it was no problem. Then there were other times where it's like for qualifying in that last race, it was like, I mean, I have maybe a 16th place cart or something like that. I wound up finishing 18th after the spin and getting back on. It was just poor driving, and I just didn't feel fast anyway. I have no idea what it was. Could be a number of things, but it just sucks that this is how you end the season, because now I've got to wait so many months with that bad taste in my mouth. But the good thing is it's a motivator. I'm going to be as amped and as ready forever to have my best season next season.
What happened there?
Oh, I just got off track. Didn't like the handling of the cart either.
Sucks that all your other races you just kept climbing and climbing.
Man, if we just stopped talking today, why?
I'll be back. Every year I say I'm not going to come back next year just because it's a lot more expensive than a normal race and stuff, but I'll be back next year. I'm going to have it circled on my calendar, and I can't wait, man. It's been a blast racing with all these guys, great racers. I think I finished 18th, which even 18th against some of the best out here, that's really, really good. Happy to do it, very lucky that I'm able to do it. And again, just thanks for everybody, CKNA, Briggs, all you guys so much for letting this go on. And then huge thanks to my family for coming out and supporting me through that terrible thing. Big thanks to my dad though. He been out here all weekend, my biggest supporter. And I think that's what I'm most frustrated with, is because I feel like I let him down, because I was just running so well and he was so happy, and then nothing, you know, just to finish like that, it really, it's like a sucker punch right to the groin. Like it hurts, but I'll bounce back. I always do. So thanks for watching, guys. If you can, like, share, and subscribe.